All right, focus or challenge. So focus or challenge for October, we've got the Queen of Bats in reverse. So this is, the bats in this deck are equivalent to the swords in other decks. So Queen of Swords. So this could be a male or female person. This is air sign energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, male or female. And this is coming up next to Esau. So this is somebody that you haven't spoken with in quite some time. Somebody you haven't had any dealings with. So there may be a resurgence. And in the reverse, this is somebody who is, rude, brash with her communication. She can be argumentative, say hurtful things, be very cold or rude. She can also be very bitter and cynical, this person in the reverse. Again, he or she in these general readings. So we're talking about an air sign here. Now, for some of you, your focus could just be separating or severing ties with this person or keeping them out of your life. Breaking the ties, breaking someone's influence, or, you want this person's influence just gone and completely severed and frozen in time. Goodbye. Because you feel like your life would just be, better. This person is bringing, they're irritating you or they're upsetting you or they're a toxic influence in your life for some of you. And it'll be different levels for all of you. For somebody, this is just maybe an annoying coworker or an annoying client, someone you have to deal with. Others of you, this could be somebody who is dishonest. That's another thing about the swords people in reverse. They're just dishonest. They don't tell the truth about things, or they're very unclear in their communication. They don't say what they really mean. They say one thing and do another. So your focus may be in October, Pisces, just to do like a house cleaning of all people like this in your life. It doesn't have to be necessarily one person. This is just kind of presenting as that kind of influence, or people who tend to be like that. You want them gone. So you may be cleaning up your friends list, getting rid of the people who are causing you just irritation or who are, you feel, not being honest with you here. Now, what else do we have here? In the present position, moving into October, we've got the Two of Pumpkins, which is the Pentacles in this deck. So this could be an opportunity to partner up with someone. Somebody may be wanting to partner up with you in a business sense. This could be also two streams of income. So you could have an opportunity to make some extra money in October. I feel like somebody's working like at a haunted house, or you may be doing something related to the holiday. You may be doing something for Halloween that's actually bringing money in. So yeah, maybe you're running a haunted house or acting at a haunted house, or taking tickets or something, or doing hay rides or something at the pumpkin patch, since it is the Two of Pumpkins here. Maybe you're running a corn maze or something for Halloween. But there's a lot of good luck around this, and you can bring in some money really, really quickly. If this is something you're running, though, the only thing is you may find that people are not very reliable. They're undependable. Like they, especially if you're counting on like family or friends to kind of help you out, or support you in your venture in some way. This could be, this could prove, people may not show up where they're saying they're going to be. However, it's still going to be a success. I mean, you've got a lot of luck and success around whatever you're taking on as a second venture here, Pisces. Yeah, I just feel like people, you can't really rely on what people are telling you in October. there just seems to be some trickery around, some deceit, some dishonesty around in October. And for some of you, this could have to do with a job opportunity or a possible partnering up, teaming up, possible job opportunity. It just may seem like it's very difficult to get information. You're not getting any clear information. You're getting a bunch of different stories, or it's like you can't get an answer from anyone that makes any sense. So however, this seems to be something you are putting some effort into, whatever this is. You're going to do the work and you're going to do a good job, but figuring out what the work is, what's the pay, what that sort of thing may be difficult. And that's probably the last kind of the end effects of Mercury retrograde. So that first week of October may still be a little bit muddled for those of you that are trying to kind of hammer out negotiations or work things out with a salary or negotiations when it comes to a new job. For those of you that, if you're taking an exam or going on job interviews, there may be something that falls through. There may be an exam or something, or some kind of certification that you're trying to take, but it ends up you can't take it at a certain time due to someone else who's unreliable or who's having an issue, and you've got to go kind of put out a fire and you're unable to go take an exam, or maybe you miss an interview. Don't worry, because I feel like partnership opportunities when it comes to job and money are very well start in October. So something else is going to take its place. But if something gets too confusing or too crazy, it may be better to just avoid that altogether. So, I mean, you may be thinking that, and then something new is on the landscape here. Balance will be restored. So, if an offer is withdrawn or falls through when it comes to work, Pisces, another one's going to take its place. But 2 streams of income is what appears to be happening for most of October for you. And this is going to turn out to be a fortuitous beginning. Whatever you're starting here, like if you are doing something related to the holiday, maybe you're going to do something for Thanksgiving and Christmas as well. Or maybe this is something that, will bring in money every October. You'll be doing this every year. There's something about this with some longevity. So it's worth maybe whatever muddled communications going on or whatever, whatever's going on with the difficulty kind of nailing things down or getting clarity. You'll eventually get it worked out and you'll be able to get the work done. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, we have the Knight of Imps. Knight of Imps in this deck is the Knight of Rods in the Rider-based decks. So, fire sign energy, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, comes up for you guys a lot. There's a lot of you Pisces out there dealing with fire signs. Usually, though, I feel like he's a family member, although he could be a romantic interest for some of you. But there's a new beginning or a rebirth here with this. But it may be necessary to hash some things out because we've got Rido in reverse. So it's like we can't move forward until we kind of, argue some points, hash some things out. And Pisces, you may feel like you're kind of being opposed by other members of the family or a group of people. So you may feel like everybody's taking sides, siding with the Knight of Imps, the Knight of Rods, against you, but wait for clarity to come because I feel like, again, balance will be restored. That's not really the case. It's just the perception. But yeah, there are going to be some things that have to be kind of haggled out between you and this Knight of Rods. But it can, with Ingwas, lead to wonderful new beginnings, a restoration or a reparation of a relationship that has been troubled. Healing a rupture, healing a situation that has been difficult or maybe estranged. Because again, with Esau, this could be somebody that you were not speaking with, separated from. And now in comes this, message, or, nights normally bring messages. Nights are generally younger than 30. So again, that would kind of put an age range. But again, these general readings, that could be a male or female, and really any age. But he charges in and doesn't always think about how what he's saying or doing is affecting other people and those around him. So, but there's a possibility here for a reconciliation or repairing something that's been difficult or been, and you're just wanting to table it. Again, that's your focus or challenge of the month. You just want that kind of energy to be done with and finally put behind you. Now, what must be accepted? We've got Wheel of Fortune here for October here. And it's in the reverse. So that means, some things may be slower in coming to fruition than you had hoped, particularly in regards to family and those closest to you. So whatever this is that's starting in October, that may involve this Knight of Rods or Knight of Imps, the process starts in October, but it's going to take a while. I mean, it may take the rest of the year or even beyond that for you to really repair this. But steps seem to be taken in October in that direction, Pisces. And again, whatever seems like a loss, particularly financially or of a job opportunity, or maybe you don't pass an exam or you can't take an exam that you originally wanted to, you're going to get another shot at it. I mean, it's just the timing wasn't right for that. Something else needs your focus in October. So, Wheel of Fortune talks a lot about divine timing. And when it's in the reverse, you can feel like it's, things aren't moving forward. Things are moving so slowly. And this is also a rune of slow, steady progress. But that if you can be patient, you will get the benefits. You'll reap the benefits. You will get back the payout of, what you have put into something. So, yeah, there may be some arguments, disagreements with some people closest to you, Pisces, in October. And I feel like for many of you, this is family. But we also have King of Ghosts coming up in reverse. So, got a lot of people here. 3 of your 5 cards, tarot cards, are people. And then we have some runes on the table that signify people as well. King of Cups, which is what King of Ghosts is, but he's in the reverse, so we got to talk about that. Now, this could be you, Pisces, male or female in these general readings. It could be you, another Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. In the reverse, this is somebody who has a tendency to be feeling like they are the victim, be playing the victim card, be using guilt to manipulate people, trying to emotionally get people to feel sorry for them to get what they want. And everyone's capable of this. But the water signs in particular, when they're, at a low point or misbehaving or taking on kind of the more negative traits of the water energy, can behave like this. This can also be someone with a drinking problem, who is overly sensitive. They take everything personally, and you may feel like, you can't say anything right. So Pisces, if that's you, I mean, we have to be honest in these readings. These energies can always work both ways. It can either be you or it can be someone else. But this would either be a family member or someone connected to the past. Coming back in, out of the blue, out of nowhere, and doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This could be just a friend, but it could be an energy where you're like, well, here I was trying to get all this negativity out of my life. I was trying to kind of stay away from people that try to manipulate me or drag me down or make me feel bad. And if this person does that, if they did that in the past, they're going to do it again, is basically what this is saying, Pisces. But what this also may be saying is just try not to be overly sensitive as best you can in October, because it could be that you're taking on things or taking things as insults or taking things personally that are not meant that way. And it can also work in the reverse. Be careful what you're saying, because there's a high likelihood, especially at the beginning of October, that you will be misunderstood, or someone will take what you're saying the wrong way, or misunderstand what you're saying. Now, some of you may be buying or selling real estate or property in October as well. That could be, because this is coming up also next to the Two of Pumpkins, again, the Two of Pentacles card. So there could be negotiations going on about real estate, about a property, about a will, about an inheritance. Maybe that's why the family's coming in for some of you. But I really feel like for most of you, this is somebody from the past trying to come back in, who can be quite seductive, can twist things to get what they want by manipulating emotions, manipulating how someone feels about them. The biggest thing is to make people feel sorry for them. Oh, poor me, poor me. And this can be someone of any sign, but coming up as the water sign to get me to that's how these messages come through. It presents that way. So I will give you these traits, and you can recognize who this is or maybe in your life. But yeah, this is somebody who, you can't control this person. You can't control their behavior. You can't control their actions. You can't control their responses to things. So, with all these people on the table in October, Pisces, you can really only control your response or how you handle these people. You can't control their reaction or what they're going to do. And I think some people have some surprises. I think you're going to be hearing from at least one, maybe more people from the past. But the thing is, I don't know that you're really wanting to hear from any of these people, which is unfortunate. It would be nice if maybe you were hearing from one person that you actually want to hear from. But there's definitely a connection to past lives here, because we have the rune of karma and also the rune of the past, which also symbolizes past lives here on the table. So, all of these people are connected to you karmically. They're in your life for a reason, or were in your life for a reason. I think it's up to you in October to decide, Pisces, who you're done with, who you've learned from, who you feel like you don't have any more loose ends to tie up with. You have to decide who that is and make an effort to keep them out of your life. I definitely would not let anyone back in whose behavior in the past has been hurtful, painful, unfair, unjust, except for possibly the fire sign guy for most of you, but it could be either one. So Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. That one there might be some hope for, but the other water sign and the air sign energy, those two don't seem to have changed very much. So, and they probably want something from you, or they wouldn't be getting in touch with you at all. So, I would focus on your income, partnerships, balancing out your finances, an opportunity that's going to help you balance those things out. 2 streams of income, juggling responsibilities, but successfully. And, all the other things will kind of come to pass in divine timing. October, it may seem like, oh my gosh, why am I still waiting on a resolution to certain things? Especially where family is concerned. That seems like it's going to take it's going to be more of a process.